Hey guys, I am Michelle from the YouTube channel and Instagram account Then We Cross America. If you hear a little bit of road noise, it is because I decided to film from the RV today, which is parked in the driveway, and we live on a semi-busy street. So that's that noise. We're going to live with it, and we're going to jump into my very first campground review. Back in April, for my birthday, Matt and I went down to Disneyland and we stayed at the Anaheim RV Park, which is less than 2 miles from Disneyland. I don't have the exact mileage right now, but it's less than 2 miles from Disneyland. We stayed there because it's a lot cheaper than a hotel, and the dogs got to come with us, and it's basically our home away from home, so we got to basically be in our house and also be 2 miles from Disneyland. So before we jump into the review of this RV park, I think that it's really important when you're going to do a review of a campground or an RV resort or park or whatever, it's very important to kind of identify what the goals and what the intentions of the park is. Because if you judge this park in comparison to the campground at Yosemite, they're going to be so incredibly different. And if you're looking for the campground at Yosemite, but you go to this park, you're going to give it 0 stars. And vice versa, because it's just different intentions, different places, different goals. So I want to define what this RV park is for before I judge them, because I want to judge them based off of what they intend on doing. So this is basically a very well maintained parking lot with electricity and water, and I believe we also had sewer hookups. Yes, we also had sewer hookups. It was a full hookup site. Basically in a parking lot, there were very little trees, and it's not like there were hiking trails nearby. It's not like there was certain resort activities, because that wasn't what this was. This was basically bring your own hotel room and park it on our land. So basically what you would expect out of a hotel, that's what you got from this RV park, because that was their intention. Their intention was for you to have a place to park your RV and go to Disneyland. So with that said, they met their intention. It basically was like bring your own hotel room and park it in this spot. It was very clean, it was very well manicured. I'll jump into all that stuff, but that was their intention, and they did meet that intention. So don't come here expecting big trees and hammocks and lakes to kayak in. Like, it was not that kind of campground. I think you probably understand that, just because I already said it's 2 miles from Disneyland, but we're starting with that basis on which to judge them. So with that said, they had a few amenities. It's not like they're not a resort, so it's not like they had activities for you to do, but they did have some amenities. They had a pool, which was not very big, but it was clean. We actually didn't swim in it because we spent most of our time at Disney. But there was a pool if you wanted to come back to your RV and go swimming. There was a vending machine with just your basic sodas in case you needed a little drink or something without leaving the location of the RV park. They had a shuttle bus stop. This was probably one of their most important, biggest amenities, considering that they are basically a place for you to stay while you're going to Disney. They had a shuttle bus that would take you from, I think it's just the Disney shuttle. Disneyland has a shuttle, and they had a stop right at the very front of their resort, or their RV park. They did have a breakfast, a free breakfast, and I'm putting it in quotes because I don't even remember if they advertised it as a breakfast. I don't think that they should have, because basically it was like one Otis Spunkmeyer muffin per person that was staying at your site. So you just get one little pre-packaged muffin. I believe they either had chocolate or blueberry. I believe those were your options. So there was that, which was a nice little touch, but it wasn't a full breakfast or anything like some hotels in the area might have provided you. They also had laundry on site. That was the last amenity. If you're on a longer trip, or if you're staying at Disney for a longer time, it's nice to be able to do laundry, and they did have that feature at this RV park. This RV park was very clean. We were very happy. The bathrooms needed a little bit of updating, and actually I went on their website this morning and they are currently updating their bathrooms. So if you visit them in the near future, some of the bathrooms might be closed because they are renovating and updating their bathrooms. which they needed. That's great that they're doing that. The bathrooms were clean. Even if they weren't the most updated things, they were clean. The whole RV park was very manicured. There was no trash laying around. There was nice green grass in between each site. It's not like you had a ton of space in between each site, but there was nice green grass or bushes with mulch. Like, it was very manicured and nice. It was very much what you would expect out of Southern California touristy areas. The Wi-Fi is a big thing to review when you go to a campground, and I don't believe we used the Wi-Fi. It's in the middle of Anaheim, California, so there definitely is really good cell service, and so I think we just used data when we needed to, because we don't expect a lot out of campground Wi-Fi, so I don't think we even really tried. There are a couple of improvements that this RV park could do. One of them is the bathrooms and the laundry rooms, but like I said, they already are doing that. They're in the middle of that right now. The other one that I thought of that they could do is they really could use a camp store or some kind of souvenir shop or something. Some little area where you could go in, buy snacks, because they had that vending machine with drinks, but there wasn't really a spot to get snacks, and you're a ways away. Like, if you're staying right there in front of Disneyland in one of those hotels, there's tons of places to get food and snacks, but this place is a little bit further set off, and so there's a gas station, but it's at least a half a mile away. There's nothing right there, really. The major downsides for this RV park are mostly dog-centered, so if you don't have a dog, it might not be that big of a deal. The one not dog-centered one is you're a ways away from Disneyland. We were close enough to ride our bikes. We have electric bikes, and we totally ride our bikes to Disneyland rather than taking an Uber or driving our car and paying for the outrageous parking prices or any of that stuff. But you're not within walking distance. You're definitely not within walking distance of Disneyland. The few things that we noticed that we didn't really like about this RV park, the downsides, in addition to the fact that you're not within walking distance, is you are definitely within firework distance, which could be an upside unless you have a couple dogs. The dogs did not like it. They could hear the fireworks every night at like 9:30 or whenever it was. They kind of lost their minds. We kind of figured out a system to turn on the air conditioner and turn on a fan, just white noise it out for them. But definitely that is a thing. If you have dogs who are scared of fireworks, you can definitely hear the fireworks from this RV park. Oh, and the last thing that was a downside for the dogs was they advertised a bark park or a dog park, and it was not fenced in. So they could go on their leashes to go over there and go to the bathroom, but they couldn't run around and just be loose because it didn't have a fence. So I definitely would recommend they put up a fence. It's not that expensive, and it would make the experience with dogs so much better. So if you were planning a Disney trip, you might be asking yourself, why should I stay at this RV park? Well, one, it's the closest RV park to Disney, so if you want to do an RV trip, if you want to bring your home away from home, it's the closest one. I'm sure there are some further out, but you might have to drive in to Disneyland, which means that you're having to pay for Disneyland parking, which is disgusting, and you are having to drive through Los Angeles traffic, which is even more disgusting. So you can come here, you can park your vehicle, and you don't have to move it again until you're ready to leave if you don't want to. And there's the shuttle option, the bikes will get you, an Uber will get you there, and you don't have to pay for Disneyland parking, which is a plus. And the other reason is you might want to stay in a hotel. Like if you're debating between an RV park or the hotel, with the RV park you have a little bit more space in between your neighbors. You have your own home away from home in your RV. You know the place. You can cook, which makes it cheaper. You don't have to go out for every single meal. It's way cheaper than a hotel. You're not going to get a good hotel for probably less than $250, $300 a night. So for the most extravagant RV spot, you're paying half that. This RV park ranges from, I believe, about $65 to about $105 a night, depending on the length of your rig and the amenities that you're looking for. So it's going to be cheaper than a hotel, no matter how you figure that. It's going to be cheaper than getting a hotel room. If we had to star this RV park, we would probably give it a 4.5. I'll give it a half. a 4.5. There's a couple things. It would be nice if they had a camp store. It'd be nice if the dog park was fenced in. But it basically is what it advertises. It's a clean, safe, close to Disneyland place to park your RV and stay. So I would recommend it. I don't know if we'll ever go back to staying in hotels near Disney because this was so easy. So I definitely suggest this if you are going to Disneyland anytime soon. That is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments how you guys enjoyed this review. This is the first time I've done a campground review. Let me know if I missed something, if there's something I should cover in the future, if I do further campground reviews. Also, if you have ever stayed at this RV park, let me know your thoughts also down in the comments. If you are not subscribed, be sure to subscribe. We try and get out new videos every Thursday about travel and RV life, as well as wedding planning, which Matt and I are deep in the throes of right now for a fall wedding. That is it for now. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.